So
do you think you get, would you draw a distinction between just meditating with your eyes open in silence, or would you feel that having some music or even staring at a candle or something like that, does that detract from it? Or do you feel that's a personal thing again?
it's a personal thing. Depends what you need to anchor yourself with.
Yeah. I like the candle also. It's really nice.
Sure. Well,
But some music you play too, I'd say. It's
sure.
Pretty,
Sure. Whatever anchors you.
yeah.
But ultimately, it's to try these things out. I'm not going to say one way or the other. What's important is I have something to focus on and keep coming back to every time I drift away. So I'm taming the mind, taming it. Yeah. And what happens, as I was saying to one group, with the eyes open practice, I know my mind is stabilizing because everything becomes luminous in the room. Sometimes the room disappears completely, and then it becomes luminous and golden almost. And my mind it's just here. It's hard to describe. It's like the mind just relaxes and opens. So, but it needs that anchor in order to do that. So if I'm developing anything initially, it's to develop the anchor, the focus, the one-pointedness, to keep coming back, to keep coming back, to keep coming back, until my mind does it by itself almost. Yeah, and then that other energy comes in that brings me into a meditative state or place, and that's all it is. Sometimes it doesn't. I can be doing it for 2 or 3 hours. That's the practice. I don't get into a meditative state. I just do it. And that's the beauty of it. Trying to get somewhere with meditation is an obstacle in itself. That's why we always start with the mindfulness position. Can I just sit here and make friends with myself and whatever's going on? That's the starting place. And sometimes that may take a long time, depending. And sometimes it's easier. But in formal meditation, we want to learn to stay switched on and present, and to find the peace and stillness in the face of whatever's going on right now. Not to look away from it, or need to. Yeah. And that's a little bit more tricky. So we've been leading up to that idea with terms like, with the mindfulness work, terms like making friends with, can I love myself with this now, and so on. All the time kind of leading into a place where I can just be here. And then what happens is, if I'm really here, I find that God is here also. The two aren't separate. But in order for me to experience that, I need to be here. So, this practice, finding a good posture for yourself, as normal. You're going to have the lights are on. And if you are the sort of person, a little bit more right-brained, that likes the mood and the atmosphere and the music, just notice that. And let it go for now. And the gaze should be maybe 3 or 4 feet kind of downwards. You can pick a point. There isn't really much to look at on the floor there, but just 3 you don't have to focus on anything in particular. If you do want to focus as well, sometimes we focus inwards, but keep the eyes open. But a relaxed gaze. So relax your eyes even though they are open. And just breathe, take a deep breath. And again, I'm just sitting as I normally do, noticing what's arising in me or presenting. So I notice now, I'm finding the eye thing a little difficult, or I notice I have a pain in my shoulders. If you are struggling with your gaze, you can pick something to focus on, a point somewhere. And the same guidelines apply. I'm noticing everything, and if I drift, I notice that and come back. And relax your shoulders, relax into the practice. Relax your jaw, open your mouth slightly. Try and keep your posture solid. Relax your mind. If you're finding the practice too difficult, you can use a prayer or mantra, the simple one we did before, in the heart. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be at peace with whatever's presenting. And even with the eyes open, it's possible for the thoughts to take us away with them. So just noticing if they have and coming back. So again, noticing if the thoughts have taken you away. Just coming back to focusing with the eyes open. Breathing. not the thoughts or the feelings. I'm noticing them.